them! They're everywhere! In my face!
I don't know about you, but I grew up with South Park, and nothing in their sites has ever been sacred.
Quite vicious in a way, but quite funny as well.
Some people might say that your Instagram-loving wife actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy!
Look, Kyle, we just kind of don't care about some dumb prince and his stupid wife.
Something strange has been happening online. Millions of people are searching for a South Park episode that doesn't seem to exist. It's called Respect Our Pregnancy, a brutal, cartoon-style takedown of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Supposedly, the episode was so savage, so personal, that Meghan's legal team tried to shut it down before it even aired. And then, poof, it vanished. Or at least that's what the internet says. But here's the problem. No network has confirmed it, no platform has listed it, and no one can seem to find the full episode anywhere. So did South Park actually release a banned Meghan Markle episode? Or is this just another viral hoax that spun out of control? Let's start where the story really begins. In February 2023, South Park aired a now infamous episode called The Worldwide Privacy Tour. The main characters? A royal couple who looked and sounded suspiciously like Meghan and Harry. The cartoon versions moved to a small town in Colorado, shouting about privacy while begging for attention, staging interviews, and promoting a memoir. Subtle? Not at all. Brutal? Very. Almost immediately, the tabloids went wild. Headlines screamed that Meghan and Harry were planning to sue. Their image was under attack. But when the dust settled, a spokesperson for the Sussexes called the lawsuit rumors baseless. No legal action ever came. And that's what made people lean in closer. Because whether it was true or not, the speculation created something even more powerful than controversy. It created curiosity. South Park had hit a nerve, and fans were hungry for more. The show trended on Twitter. TikTok flooded with memes. YouTube channels dissected every scene, frame by frame. Meghan and Harry were suddenly back in the spotlight, but this time, they weren't in control of the narrative. And that's when the ground started shifting. By mid-2025, a new rumor had started spreading. TikTok users claimed South Park had just aired another Meghan and Harry episode, only this time, it was darker, meaner, and quickly pulled from air. The title? Respect Our Pregnancy. The episode, according to viral posts, mocked a real video of Meghan dancing while pregnant. The cartoon version of her twerks through a hospital hallway, wearing a fake baby bump that falls off mid-scene. Prince Harry runs in behind her, yelling, "Respect our pregnancy," as the hospital explodes in chaos. The details were wild. Another said Meghan's PR team tried to shut it down within hours of airing. And the cherry on top claims that only a few people saw it before it disappeared. But here's the catch. There's no proof it ever aired. No official listings, no TV schedules, no press releases, not even a copyright filing. If you search the South Park archives, Respect Our Pregnancy doesn't exist. It's not on Paramount Plus, not on Comedy Central, and not on South Park Studios' website. There are no clips, no screenshots, and no confirmation from Trey Parker or Matt Stone. So how did a cartoon that doesn't exist become one of the most talked about banned episodes online? We'll get to that. Let's cut through the noise and look at the facts. There is zero record of an episode titled Respect Our Pregnancy in any official South Park episode guide. Nothing on southparkstudios.com website, nothing in Paramount Plus listings, and nothing in press releases going back years. The show's episode database is public and up to date, and this one doesn't exist. Even Parker and Stone, who love stirring the pot, haven't said a word. And for them, that silence is deafening. These are the guys who openly mock the Church of Scientology, roasted celebrities on a weekly basis, and made an entire Broadway show about religion. They don't pull punches, and they don't back down. So why are so many convinced the episode is real? The answer has nothing to do with evidence, and everything to do with timing. By the time this rumor exploded, Meghan's public image had already taken hit after hit. Her Spotify deal collapsed. Reports claimed her Netflix projects were under review. Even her fashion brand rollout felt oddly quiet. Add to that a video clip floating online, showing Meghan, heavily pregnant, dancing in a hospital. Whether it was staged, ironic, or heartfelt, it quickly went viral for all the wrong reasons. Memes spread like wildfire. TikTok dubbed it the baby bump boogie. Twitter users roasted it without mercy. And that's when parody culture jumped in. Channels started stitching together fake trailers. AI voiceovers mimicked South Park characters. Thumbnails showed Meghan's cartoon version with a falling pillow bump and Harry mid-yell. And the comments, packed with people saying, "I swear I saw this live." Except they didn't. The hoax hit because it felt real. Meghan and Harry's brand, private life meets public spectacle, has created so many contradictions that any extreme parody starts to sound believable. When you say you want privacy but launch documentaries, memoirs, and press tours, you've already written the satire for them. And once a story has emotional momentum, especially one this juicy, the facts stop mattering. But before we write it off as a one-time internet stunt, it's worth asking, has South Park ever actually been censored? The answer is yes, just not by Meghan Markle. If South Park really had released and pulled a Meghan episode, it wouldn't be the first time the show faced censorship. But let's look at what actual bans look like. In 2019, they aired an episode called Banned in China. It mocked Hollywood studios for bowing to Chinese censorship. Beijing didn't find it funny. Within days, all South Park content was wiped from Chinese streaming platforms, completely blacklisted. Removals, network intervention, it leaves a trace. But Respect Our Pregnancy? None of that. No takedowns, no official listings, no confirmation from the creators, just a rumor that spiraled into full-blown fantasy. And yet, this fake episode still caused real damage. Because when people believe they've witnessed a takedown, it feeds something deeper. Even though Respect Our Pregnancy never aired, the fallout felt real. Social media lit up like it always does. Fast, messy, and unforgiving. TikTok creators reenacted fake scenes. YouTubers posted reaction videos to footage that never existed. Reddit threads debated plot points as if they'd watched the episode with their own eyes. And Meghan, she trended again. Not for a new charity project, not for a speech or a business launch. She was trending for a cartoon that wasn't real. That's the wild part. The public didn't need the episode to exist. The idea alone was enough to start a fire. And depending on who you ask, the reactions told a deeper story. To some, it confirmed everything they already believed. Meghan was obsessed with attention, out of touch, and unable to laugh at herself. To others, it was proof the internet is unfair, cruel, and still overly focused on tearing down women in the spotlight. Meanwhile, content creators kept stoking the fire, not because it was true, but because it was profitable. When Meghan Markle is in the headline, views go up. Simple as that. And that's the real danger of viral rumors. They don't need to be true. They just need to feel true. Especially when they target someone the internet already has mixed feelings about. By the time fact-checkers stepped in, it was too late. The myth had already become the story. But here's the twist. The episode never airing might have made the rumor even more powerful. So, did South Park really release a banned Meghan Markle episode? No, they didn't. There's no record, no evidence, no proof. It never aired, and there's no trace of it in South Park's official history. But that didn't stop people from believing it. Because in a world where real events often feel like satire, and satire feels like news, the line between truth and fiction is thinner than ever. The internet didn't need an actual episode to roast Meghan. Just the idea of her being dragged by South Park was enough to go viral. And that's because the public is no longer buying what she's selling. Meghan built a brand around empowerment and vulnerability, but somewhere along the way, it turned into performance. The Respect Our Pregnancy rumor didn't expose Meghan. It revealed just how fragile her public image really is. She wanted to be seen as powerful and untouchable. Instead, she's become a meme, a walking contradiction that even cartoon characters don't need to exaggerate. South Park didn't even have to air the episode. The internet did the job for them. So what does that say? It says the world is tired of the Royal Victim Act, tired of the performance. And if Meghan doesn't stop treating the public like an audience, she might end up as a permanent punchline. If you're still watching, hit that subscribe button. We break down stories like this, celebrity gossip, viral moments or hoaxes, and behind-the-scenes drama. And trust me, we're just getting started.